The Synthol and polymethyl methacrylate controversy in bodybuilding persists and is growing more entrenched. In today's video, I'll explain what happened and share my strong opinion on this controversy, especially regarding substances and the hypocrisy in bodybuilding. As you know, I already brought it to the channel. Both Derek Lansford and Natalia Coelho, the winners of the Open and Women's Physique, have been attacked and harassed for weeks over alleged use of Synthol and polymethyl methacrylate. In Derek's case, I think he uses something, though I have no proof, just his appearance. For Natalia, I made a video questioning this, analyzing it, and responding to the negativity and attacks. Losing to Sara Villegas, the former champion who lost to Natalia and said she was a cheater and spent weeks crying about it. Losing the Olympia hurts. So, what happened? What's the controversy? Well, Bob Cicerillo and De Palumbo are notable figures and former bodybuilders. Bob now presents the Olympia. Two men with great influence in bodybuilding have defended both Derek and Sarah. They've said that if those making the accusations don't like the use of this, they should go to another federation or start their own federation. So, in a way, they've defended and accepted the use of Synthol and polymethyl methacrylate, which I'm going to explain just in case you don't know what they are. Synthol is a kind of oil that's injected into the muscle to make it swell up, to give the impression of more volume, fill in gaps, and create a false illusion that you have more muscle. We've seen some extreme cases that look awful and others that aren't as exaggerated. Derek, yeah, why not? Where we're going to say it looks okay, more or less. And polymethyl methacrylate is polymethyl methacrylate. I've already learned it, which are a kind of injections of spheres of that polymer suspended in a gel that act as a dermal filler. It's used in aesthetics, mainly for the face, but supposedly some bodybuilders could be using it to give their muscles a better appearance. In addition to Sara Villegas, Chris Cormier, a notable bodybuilder and coach, has also spoken out against these substances, which I appreciate, as well as against Derek and Natalia Coelho. But, well, without any proof beyond their appearance, just like several important content creators have done, like Madsen and Korang. If anyone got lost, let's regroup. Bob Cicerillo and De Palumbo have defended Derek, Natalia, Sarah and Chris throughout this campaign, and they've said that the people making the accusations, well, if they don't like it, they should leave.
Listen, you're in the wrong place. Go to another federation and get drug tested.
Bob's right. If you don't like it, create your own organization or go elsewhere.
For the first time, I partly agree with Bob Cicerillo, known from the "Who the fuck is Bob" controversy. Nick Walker asked, "Who the hell is he?" after being told he'd be announced as 8th. Well, I'm partially in agreement because these accusations seem hypocritical to me, since they would be accusing, without any proof beyond what you can see, of using those substances. Champions use them to improve their physique and win, yet those who complain never mention the substances they've taken for years. God knows which ones, in what quantities, and without any control. Ultimately, they are harmful to your health, even though they significantly increase muscle mass, enhance appearance, aid definition, and improve skin. Some anti-inflammatory drugs, medications, and localized injections are used to make certain areas appear more muscular. And I understand there's a difference, which is that stereotypes build, let's say in big quotation marks, real muscle, while the other would be, well, fake. But essentially it's still the same thing. Harmful external aids to achieve an unattainable physique? Hey, but if you ask me, I would love for this to be regulated somehow and for neither Synthol nor polymethyl methacrylate to be allowed and for everyone to have real muscle. I would also like the use of certain substances like trenbolone or growth hormone or others to be regulated, but we know that's impossible. There's no way to know what a bodybuilder does at home throughout the year. I also don't think there's an effective way to measure or test if someone has used polymethyl methacrylate or Synthol. And in fact, those who accuse champions of this have no proof beyond what they see visually. In Derek's case, the accusations seem pretty solid to me and I agree that he's used something, but in Natalia's case, I don't agree. He might have used something on his face, that's true. Look, I think he may have used some aesthetic procedure on his face, but not on his body. I'd also add that in this kind of witch hunt, people are trying to attack them and discredit them in any way possible. They've even shared a video of Natalia where she lifts a man who's weaker and smaller than her, and somehow this could be some kind of sexual fetish for the man, which she would be indulging, manipulating him like a puppet. Anyway, that's not what I'm saying, okay? Some people who shared that video say it's unacceptable for a bodybuilding champion, though I'm not sure why. It's all very shady. I'm not sure how that's related to the controversy, but I wanted to mention it as an example that anything is being used to try to attack them when the problem would be with the organization, not with them. What do the regulations say now? I've checked the official National Physique Committee and International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness websites, but the rules are sometimes unclear or ambiguous. Have they changed over time? I've only found documents that prohibit this kind of assistance, as well as chemistry in general, for the natural competitions that are also held in this organization and where testing is done. But generally, in classic physique, open, and all bodybuilding categories. As far as I know, I haven't found anything that prohibits the use of substances like polymethyl methacrylate or Synthol, nor stereotypes. And watch out, some events may reserve the right to decide about this and prohibit it, even if it's just verbally. But I haven't seen any document that prohibits this in bodybuilding as we know it, so it would be allowed, and that's a fact. People who might be using it aren't winning. Over the years, I've seen judges ignore it and even reward bodybuilders who use it subtly. If it's not noticeable, distracting, unpleasant, or making things worse, it's fine. These are facts. By the way, I want to make a pretty funny point. I've seen some lines in the rules where they say it's forbidden to wear rings, accessories, necklaces, or even chew gum. I've seen people like Nick Walker do it without any issues. I just wanted to mention that because I find it funny. The rules are a joke. Now let's discuss what I think could be done, which is already in the rules, penalizing a specific look. Whether it's because of those substances or a lack of definition, water retention, whatever the cause, they could be penalized. Looks like Derek's, softer and less hard. And I think more importance should be given and more rewards should go to striated muscles, with thin skin, without water. Which is certainly in the rules when it comes to judging a physique. It's not Derek's fault if he's using something, nor is it Natalia's. The blame is on the organization that allows and rewards it. A look that's more bloated and softer, lacking hard, pure muscle fiber. In case there's someone a bit slow watching the video, in conclusion, I'm against those substances. I don't like them because they don't build real muscle. But I find it hypocritical that steroid users at that level say it's cheating and do it without proof. When it's supposedly not forbidden and there's no way to measure or control it, and I think a certain type of appearance should be penalized, whether those substances are used or not. I also think the IFBB should speak out about this, since we all have doubts about whether it's allowed or not, how much. And they should reconsider the rules and modify them to make them clearer and fairer. What do you think? Share your thoughts and I'll read your comments. More locations, Pideris. See you next video.